Some mornings, there are some mornings where the clock seems to be moving really fast, right? There's some mornings where the clock seems to be really fast. I seem like if it feels to me like I don't have enough time to get the show together, to get the production, to get all of those things, right? And then there are other mornings, where I feel like I have all the time in the world, right? This morning was one of those mornings. This morning I woke up right at 5. Yeah, right. I woke up right at 3:20 a.m., right? Boom, right before the alarm. Like when you wake up right before the alarm, and I was like, oh, okay, it's going to be one of those mornings, right? Woke up right before my alarm, 3:20 a.m., sat down and thought about you, right? I did my gratitude, did my goals. I sat down and I thought about you, and I believe that I have an incredible show for you today. Dude, I got like 45 slides here, and I got about 28 minutes to run through them. So we better dive in. Let's go. Welcome to GM3X. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to 1, a father to 8, and the founder of the 800% Elite Club. I hope you're ready for motivation, education, inspiration, celebrity interviews, and thought-provoking conversations, because it's 5:30 a.m. and it's time to rise and grind. Good morning. How are you, my friend? Dude, today is, what day of the week is it? I know it's July 28th. Today is Thursday, July 28th, 2022. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Thursday, July 28th, 2022. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most, and I do mean the absolute most, of this absolutely incredible day. I mean, my goodness, what a week. That's all I can say. What a week it has been in the last 7 days. I was in Orange County with David Meltzer. Got to be an opportunity to be a celebrity guest host on his show on Apple TV called 2 Minute Drill, which was awesome, right? From there, I got to celebrate Alex Flores and his wife, Christy. It was her 40th birthday. Got to celebrate that in Austin, Texas. Then from there, it was over to the Kalahari Resort for the TIADA, Texas Independent Automobile Dealer Association event. Those of you that are over on Facebook, tag some of our friends. It looks like we're on the official Glenn Lundy Facebook page, not the personal Facebook page. So do me a favor, tag your friends, those of you know that are looking for the show this morning. That would be greatly appreciated. So from there to TIADA in Austin, where I got to speak, which was incredible to speak to them. And then I also got to ride a golden elephant. Yes, you heard it here first. I got to ride a golden elephant, which was amazing, right? Then, of course, from there, we went to CMA Day. We had CMA Day on Wednesday. We also had 800% Elite Automotive on both Tuesday and Wednesday, which are my favorite times I get to spend with my dealers all over North America, pouring into them. So that was awesome. And then after an incredible week last night, at home with my babies, they were climbing all over me. It was absolutely awesome. Dude, sometimes when you're on the road for 5 days, you forget how amazing it is to have 8 babies, dude. When I get home, they just pile up on me. It's like the most incredible feeling ever, right? So it was an incredible week. And then just like that, after a week like that, just like that, here we are. Here we are, the last week of July. Can you believe it? I hear a hot mic over on Clubhouse. Somebody can kill that. Here we are, right? The last week of July. Nearly 7 months. Nearly 7 months has gone by in 2022. Can you believe that? Nearly 7 months has gone by in 2022. Like, to me, it's unreal. Like, it is moving incredibly fast. I don't know about you, But for me, it's moving incredibly fast. This year's just blown by. I mean, you're going to blink, right? We are going to blink, and it is going to be Christmas of 2022, right? Like, we're going to blink, and it's going to be Christmas of 2022. And then we're going to blink again, and when you blink again, it will already have been 3 years since a virus changed the world. And with that, I think it's a good time. It's a good time for us to do an audit. It's a good time for us to do an audit because before we know it, we're going to blink and another 3 years will have gone by. So I want you to ask yourself this question real quick this morning. What has permanently changed for you? You see, in the last 3 years, I've heard stories of change, right? I've heard stories of awakenings. I've heard stories of new habits that have been created. I've heard stories of new levels of awareness of self, awareness of mental health, awareness of experiences that are going on around us. I know that in the last 3 years, there's a lot of people that have moved. A lot of people moved, packed up their families, decided to live their life in a different way, a permanent change. I also know that in the last 3 years, there's a lot of people that have moved on, that are permanently residing in an alternate space than their loved ones. I know in the last 3 years, there have been a lot of skills that have been learned. There have been new insights that have been acquired and transferred from one to another. So this morning, I want to ask that question. I want you to think about this for just a moment this morning. I don't want to ask the question. I want you to ask the question. What has permanently changed for you? Maybe it's something good. Maybe it's something not so great. But I want you to think about that thing that permanently changed for you in the last 3 years as we run an audit this morning. And then once you have that thing seared into your mind this morning, that thought, that thing that has permanently changed for you in the last 3 years, I want you to think for just a second. If permanent change happened in your life in the last 3 years, doesn't that mean that permanent change can happen in your life in the next 3 years? If it has in the last 3, there's no reason why it shouldn't be able to in the next 3. The only difference between the permanent change in the last 3 years versus the permanent change in the next 3 years, the only difference is you don't have to get smacked in the face to make it happen. Because that's the reality. We all got smacked in the face nearly 3 years ago. 2.5 years ago, we got smacked in the face. And many things changed. Many things changed for me. Many things changed for you. Permanent changes. Changes that will alter the rest of our lives. If it happened before, it can happen again. The difference is, this time, you get to choose. You get to choose what permanent changes you want in your life moving forward. You see, we are in the midst of a tremendous, I don't know why I put a T on the end of the word tremendous. We are in the midst of a tremendous shift in this country. For those of us that are here in America, I know we've got listeners all over the world. For those of you here in America, we are in the midst of a tremendous, because I'm saying anyway, we're in the midst of a tremendous shift. And it may be one of the most important choices you make in your life. The choice that you make today, right now, of what you want to permanently change in the next 3 years. Listen, we're going to dive into this a little bit further this morning. Before we do, though, you know what we got to do on this show. Before we do, we got to do a little dancing. Before we do, we got to get the body in motion. Before we do, we got to get moving and shaking. That's what we do here on GM3X. It's time to rise and grind, my friends. That's what time it is. Listen, for those of you that know and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you to hit that share button. So if you're on Facebook, share it out. Over there on YouTube or LinkedIn, make sure you share, comment, let me know you're there. Those of you on Clubhouse, hit that square at the bottom of the screen. Let's share this out into the Clubhouse streets. I would greatly appreciate it. This is also the part of the show. That's right, we're going to get that body in motion. Come on. If you're laying in bed, I need you to get up. If you're out there running, you can run a little bit harder. You know you can. You know you can. If you're lifting some weights, put on an extra 5 pounds today. Come on. Take it to that next level. You got this. I believe in you. There you go, Liza. Time to run and dance in the streets. That's what's up, girl. I love it. This is also the part of the show where I want you to say good morning to me, and I'm going to say good morning to you. Whether you're watching this live or on replay, say what's up. I will say what's up back. I see my boy Ramon Ray is in the house this morning. What's up, Dora Maria? Y'all have no idea how much Dora Maria does for me. She's amazing. Monica's in the building. I see Renee and Christina and Justin and TM. I'm going to slide down. I see Tina and Tristan and LaFern. My boy Brian's in the building. I see Jesse Real. What's up, Jesse Real? I see, who is that? Best President. The Best President is in here. What's up, Leslie and Raj and Gordine? I'm glad you're here. Miranda and Melanie and Marina and Patricia and Lori. I'm glad you're here as well. Over on Facebook, I see Wes Storm, Gloria Bond. Of course, the one and only Miss Liza Myers-Borges is in the building. Ray Hatcher, also with Carter Myers Automotive Group. AJ Anderson, my boy Aaron Lang, all the way up there in Canada. Aaron, we're getting that trip booked, buddy. I'm coming to see you. We've got Jeff Moffitt in the building. Gloria Bond, Vicki Everett, Kim Fair, Leisha Watts. Thanks for joining me today. Mr. Nathaniel Banks, I'm so glad you're here. I see Erica and Freya. I see Mona is in the building this morning. Sol Salcido. I see Angie. Great to see you, Angie. My boy Ronald put it down over on Clubhouse this morning for those of y'all that slept in and missed it. I see That's the Truth. Angel is up in here. What's up, Don Sankey? And Robert Migliaccio is in the building. Angie Lane, my goodness. Thank you so much for choosing to spend this time with me here this morning. I see Morgan Nelson and John Gayheimer. I see Dana Fishbein and Tarika Simmons. There's a trillion places you could be. A trillion places you could be, and you chose to spend your time with me this morning. That means the world to me. That's not something I will ever take for granted. So thank you so very much. Hey, I got to let you guys know we wouldn't be able to do this show right here if it wasn't for the 800% Elite Automotive Club. That's the business that I run, where I work with owners and general managers, car dealerships all across North America. That's how we paid for this studio right here. And so quick little shout out to all my dealers in the 800% Elite Automotive. And of course, there's one of them right there. Hi, Michelle Streets. Great to see you. Michelle and Melissa, they're amazing at Rainbow Motor Sales. They're giving away a car right now, by the way, which is absolutely incredible. But if it wasn't for those dealers, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. So thank you so much. I love you guys. And if there's any of you in the automotive space that want to be a part of a powerful, powerful network of dealers, just shoot me a message. Let me know. I would love to talk to you more about that. All right, so check it out. We're going to dive in today. I think I got some powerful stuff lined up for you, so let's keep it rolling.
And now it's time for the Morning 5 Quote of the Day.
Hey, so check it out. Every morning I wake up, I grab my Morning 5 planner. Morning 5 planner is amazing. And at the top, on the top of the Morning 5 planner is a quote that is submitted by actual members of our community, right? It's one of my favorite things about it. Every single person that submits a quote that makes it to the planner, they become a published author. They go out around the world into tens of thousands of people. It's amazing. And so today's quote of the day was submitted by the one and only Ramon Ray. And if you guys don't know Ramon Ray, you need to know Ramon Ray. He is just an incredibly powerful human. He's made a massive impact in my life, and I'm so proud of Ramon. He just recently sold his company. He made an announcement yesterday, I believe it was, that he sold his company. And I'm so proud of this dude. I mean, he's just one of those guys, right? He's legit. He comes straight from the heart. He serves like no other. And so it just really put a smile on my face to see his quote this morning, first thing in the morning, as soon as I woke up. And his quote was this, and I want to make sure none of you guys missed it. It says, "Ask for a smile before you ask for a sale." Ask for a smile before you ask for a sale. And, you know, I thought, man, that is very, very fitting for the season and the time that we're going into right now, because we have some incredible opportunities ahead of us, right? Incredible opportunities ahead of us. And there will be challenges amidst to that. But if we can start each day with that right there, start each day, right? Start with a smile. Start each conversation with a smile, which Ramon does every single time. If we can start the conversations with a smile as we head into this season, I think it'll benefit all of us. So thank you, Ramon Murray, for who you are. Thanks for submitting your quote today in the Morning 5 Planner and allowing us to share that right here on GM3X. Now, we have had in the past, there have been many economic shifts that are happened in the United States of America, okay? Now, the average economic shift, I hate the other word, I'm not even going to use it, but the average economic shift in this country usually lasts about 22 months, okay? So 22 months is just under 2 years, and then there's usually a season of expansion that follows it, roughly 27 months, and actually in later years, I mean, the most recent one has been obviously 15 years, right, of expansion, right? So from 1919 to 1945, there were 6 cycles. And then from 1945 to 2001, there's been 10 cycles. The ones in these later years, these last 10 cycles, have averaged a little bit less, right? And they've averaged about 10 months of a economic shift to the negative, followed by an average of 57 months of an economic shift to the positive. Okay, now why am I sharing this information with you? Well, we are headed into an economic shift. I think everyone knows and understands that. All right, now in the past, and having an understanding of how long these things usually take is important, but also you want to look, because in the past, there are those that have triumphed. In seasons like the ones that we have coming, the one that we're in now and the one that we have coming, there are those that have literally triumphed. And these are the seasons in which legends are made, like legendary companies, Apple, Amazon, Facebook, Microsoft, right? Netflix, Slack, like legendary companies all were birthed during economic shifts, economic setbacks, right? So when we look at that, what I want to share with you today is when we look at that, like now is really the time. This is where an 800% mentality really kicks in, right? Because see, the 800% mentality is really a mentality aligned with like moonshot, right? Like this is your chance to really change not just your life, but ultimately your legacy. You see, what I want to make sure you know and understand this morning, right? We just did an audit. I hope that you have seen and you agree and we align that permanent change can happen in your life in a short amount of time, right? Permanent change happened in the last 3. Permanent change can happen in the next 3. So you are positioned perfectly. Like literally, you are positioned perfectly. If you think about it, you have made some great moves. You made some great moves over the last 3 years. Like you are stronger now because of what you've gone through in the last 3 years. You are stronger now. You are more nimble now, right? You're more nimble now than ever before. You've pivoted and shifted and showed that you have the ability, the capability to be able to be nimble, to shift, to not just survive, but to ultimately thrive against the craziest of situations. You are better qualified now than you were before. You're more equipped now than you were 3 years ago. And see, here's the reality of all this. You were designed, and ultimately you have endured this season to position you perfectly to make your move. You realize that? You are positioned perfectly right now to make your move. You have evolved so much in the last 2.5, 3 years. You have endured and survived things you never imagined. And now here we are, positioned perfectly on the precipice of a major economic shift that in the past traditionally has been shown to birth legendary legacies. Are you with me this morning? 3 years ago, you got smacked in the mouth, you and me. 2.5 years ago, we got smacked in the mouth. And look at how strong we came out on the other side. Now you get to choose. And so my question is, what move are you going to choose to make? What move are you going to choose to make that's going to create permanent change for you in the next 3 years? Now, something you need to remember, you got to remember, all right? Your choice matters. What you choose matters. And it's going to go by in just a blink. The next 3 years is going by in just a blink, I promise you, just like the last 3. And then it's going to be gone. So what you choose matters. There is no guarantee that you are going to get another opportunity like the one you have today to make this choice. There's no guarantee that in your lifetime there will be another economic shift where legends are made. There's no guarantee that you'll get another one. This could be it for you. This could be the last major economic shift. So I want you to ask yourself this question. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want it to look like for you? What is that 800% vision, that 800% life that you have for yourself? Like, what do you want? I mean, how big can you dream? Because here's the reality. Your biggest, wildest, craziest dreams, they're nothing in comparison to what's possible for you. You see, you can have all that you've thought of and more. You can impact all those that you dream of impacting and more. You see, if you throw that 8 from the 800%, if you throw it on its side, it's the +1 game, right? My kids play this game all the time. Right? I'm like, I love you. They're like, I love you too. I'm like, I love you more. They're like, no, I love you more. I'm like, no, I love you more. They're like, nope, I love you. I love you infinity. Right? There's no end. It's +1. You can always say, okay, well, here's the biggest number I can think of. All right, well, add a number to that. Here's how many people I want to impact. We'll add 1 to that. So whatever it is, no matter how big you dream, I need you to understand that it is nothing in comparison to what's possible. There is no shortage. So I challenge you to aim high. And I challenge you to start to wrap your mind around what I believe is the truth. In the Bible, Esther 4:14, it says, perhaps this is the moment for which you were created. I believe that this just might be the moment for which you were created.
What's stopping you? Are you too tired? Didn't get enough sleep? Don't have enough energy? Don't have enough time? Is that what's stopping you right now? Don't have enough money? Is that the thing? Or is the thing that's stopping you, you?
Excuses sound best to the person that's making them up. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Get off the pity potty. Telling everybody your sad and sob stories, trying to get people to show up to your pity potties and your pity parades. If you ever see me in a Rolls Royce, a 6 or 7 star hotel, living my life to the fullest, don't get jealous of me, because I worked my ass off to get it. Nobody handed me nothing. Wake your ass up. Awaken the beast inside. It's game on. It's go season. It's time for you to take advantage of the access and the resources that you have in your country and your community. You got a problem with your life. You got a problem with your environment. Do something about it. If you want it, go get it.
Recognize the excuses are not valid. They're conjured up, they're fabricated, they're lies. And how do you stop the lies? You stop the lies with the truth. And the truth is, you have time. You have the skill, you have the knowledge and the support and the willpower and the discipline to get it done.
The fruit of everything good in life begins with a challenge. Everything is a pill that's worthwhile. And it's not going to come to you, and it's not going to fall in your lap, and it's not going to be something that, oh my God, it just was so simple. It's always going to be difficult.
If you want it, you gotta go get it.
This is your chance. This is your shot. This is your moment. This is your time. This is your place. This is your opportunity.
This is my time. This is my moment. Tomorrow. Ain't no such thing as tomorrow. We only got today. It's your dream. If you want it to happen, get your butt up and make it happen. If you want it to happen, rise and grind.
You still got work to do. Stay on that basketball court. Stay on that football field. It's grind season, homie.
So far away, I saw you not so long ago. Was it just yesterday? will look to the light. I will not be shaken. I know it will be